Namaste. This is the Voice of God channel, and this video is explaining in more detail why we need to focus on long-term assessment of students rather than on final exams or entrance exams. Assessment needs to focus on the information which has gone in long-term memory more than in short-term memory, because most exams or entrance exams are based on short-term memory, and you will find that the workforce is not up to the mark usually for the marks that they get 100 out of 100 in almost all subjects in 12th and plus, but they do not remember anything, because short term memory is based on 30 seconds to 48 hours retention, usually 24 hours retention, and children study before the exams and reproduce in the exams, and then they simply forget everything. So but in long term memory you will remember things not because of the exam, but because you enjoy doing something and you put patience and effort in doing something. For example, if you learn yoga, you don't give exams, but you remember the yoga exercises. You learn swimming, you learn cycling, you learn dancing, you learn music. All these skills, which are practical skills, are based on long term memory integration and not on short term memory. So basically the idea of schooling initially was to teach children patience and discipline, but right now they are only learning shortcuts, and a lot of children are becoming depressed and stressed because they do not like the shortcuts. They want to spend time on learning, they want to find their own ways to learn. They want to, for example, a science student wants to learn to invent things more than simply cram up formulas. So, or a math student wants to learn Vedic maths or different kinds of mathematical procedures simply than learn theorems. So, forcing them to learn only for exams is torture on children. And if you go to a psychiatric ward, I have worked in a psychiatric ward, and you find depressed children coming every day. Children with depression who simply give up on schools. They do not want to study, they are suicidal, they want to sleep the whole day because they are so depressed, and they cannot cover the whole syllabus in the time given, like 4 hours given every day. They cannot they do not feel that they are doing justice to the syllabus or to learning by simply cramming up everything for exams. So this exam based studying needs to stop, and focus needs to be on integrating the learning, and for that the syllabus has to change such that it is practical for everyday life. You need to teach emotional management skills. You need to teach children how to be positive in everyday life, because we find that children with very high IQ and they do excellently in maths or science, and then they fight in the house, they are screaming, they are yelling, they throw things, they are completely immune to any kind of reasoning, and they are aggressive, and you find them as brilliant actors and brilliant managers, but you find them encouraging fanatics. You find them funding terrorism. You find them having sexual affairs here and there, lustful affairs like apes. So their emotional management skills are completely lacking, skills which make them happy in the later life, or are missing because they are never taught in schools. And you find them going to hospitals and getting operations done and medicines done, and then going on falling sick again and again, because health and happiness are directly connected. If you are more positive, you release positive hormones in the body on a regular basis and your health improves. But if you are sad and depressed all the time, or stressed, or simply seeking external fun without feeling internally integrated, you become unhealthy, and you simply go for alcohol or drugs or sex, and then you miss out on inner peace. So work does not replace inner peace. Success at work does not replace inner peace, and children need to be taught how to create that inner peace when they are in school, because school is where they are open to learning. Compared to with parents, they are resistant and they feel they should be pampered. With in school, in a mass cult, they are open to learning. Even in online education, you can teach meditation. You can teach them how to calm down, instead of subjects like science and chemistry and geography and history, which are not really relevant in adult life. If you are a historian, you can learn history in college. If you like to work with maps, you can learn geography in adult life. In the initial phases of life, you need to be taught meditation, not mantra chanting simply. Mantra chanting definitely helps, but there are different religions and people object, so you can have a neutral kind of meditation where you're focusing on your breathing, like Buddhist meditation. You also need to learn how to process memories, how to delete bad memories, so that you're simply not ignoring things, but you're actually working on remedying things. These are encoded in my book Emotional Management and in Spirituality of Education, where you redefine success as happiness, positivity, and controlling the release of hormones in your body than simply work and financial success, because all the money that you earn with a lot of stress goes in medical bills or in alcohol or in lust and bad relationships. So that is not the society which is happy. And if it is unhappy society, it's an unhealthy society. As we can see, the pandemic has come and it is affecting everyone. It is increasing by the day. If you are disciplined, if you are drinking hot water, and if you are taking steam regularly, you are safe from it. But if you are undisciplined, you are exposed to it. So which shows by itself that God wants people to be disciplined, to live in a healthy society. And discipline comes from learning emotional management more than academics. So focus needs to be on teaching emotional management while teaching studies, and making studies interesting for students, integrating philosophy and science, not taking them separately, integrating spirituality and science, because finally, as Albert Einstein says, the answers come from a connection to the invisible force. The answers are downloaded when you are completely silent, when you are not thinking of anything. That means that they are being downloaded from a higher force, a higher consciousness. As the book by Sylvia Brownie, The Other Side of Life, also says, that answers are worked on in heaven and then downloaded in human minds. They are not invented on your own. So all those people who take credit for being very rich, very successful, or very famous for themselves are usually misunderstanding reality. It is a more of a soul plan and a decision of higher consciousness to use these bodies as channels for vibrating positive light. Where they do not vibrate positive light, they become sick and unhealthy and very lonely. If you constantly move into lust and alcohol and drugs and not work on emotional management, you end up being very lonely. After the first initial years of 40 years of life, or later on you become very lonely, sad and alone, and then you blame God. But God is not at fault. It is your own system of education which can be changed to assess children through long-term assessments and open book exams, analysis of things. Do they agree? Do they not agree? If they do not agree, what is a better way of doing things? These things have to be taught than cramming what already exists. You cannot superimpose other people's minds on children's minds all the time. You have to allow them to question and to find their own answers and to integrate the learning in their everyday life. For that, final exams are more of a damaging ritual than learning ritual, because it is totally based on short-term memory. It does not integrate learning inside you. Even entrance exams, multiple choice exams are very misguided, especially in India, where rituals are asked in multi choice exams. You are asked long percentage questions and ratio questions, addition questions. Even if you are giving a geography exam or a psychology exam, it does not focus on the concepts. It focuses on names and dates and quotations more than on applications. Whereas in a foreign university where learning is more ongoing and not exam based, you will find concepts being tested more than names and dates and authors. So you need to focus more on integrating the learning than on testing the learning. Thank you. Please like and subscribe, and please consider this as parents, that children should be allowed to enjoy learning, then force them to cram up and produce in exams and then forget everything. Thank you.